anytime before the draft. Like anytime before this week. I'm hearing a lot about Highsmith and possibly a couple of teams. I'm hearing Indianapolis possibly. I'm hearing possibly the Philly. Those type of teams possibly trying to um, take a shot at getting Highsmith. And I'm like, wow, okay. Is what we working on? I mean, what's going on? Why the secretive? It's real secretive out in Pittsburgh land, man. It is, and it's crazy because the draft is here, man, and festivities is going on, and you feel the energy pick up around here and everything like that. But it's a lot of secretive stuff going on up there behind the scenes, man. So, I what you think about the Highsmith stuff, man? Because the trade, them trading Highsmith would be that's big. That lets me know you're definitely re-signing Herbig.
Well, yes. I will be pretty sad about it because I like his family a lot and I
Mm-hmm.
like him as a player. And
Yeah,
based on what I've seen from a distance, I like him as a person. But I understand the difficulties of this business,
yeah.
and you can't have your cake if you're the Steelers and eat it too. But
No.
I just feel like if you're gonna make a move like that, it gotta be for somebody who's gonna be a generational talent. Because
Mm,
I feel like Alex Highsmith is can possibly be one of them. If not, if he already isn't,
yeah.
especially with coming off as like a fifth overall pick in his year when he was drafted. But
Mm,
I will be pretty sad because he was grown to become one of my favorite players. I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie.
Yeah.
He's definitely the Batman. I mean, the Robin, the T.J. Watts Batman. But Nick Herbig has shown that he could definitely fill those shoes. But
Yeah.
I just don't want it to be a situation where if one of them gets hurt, we definitely take a plummet within the
Yeah.
pass rush
That's the
because
problem.
we don't have that trio anymore.
Yeah.
So I just say if they're going to do that, they're got to be able to come up with a player that's going to make up for that because we cannot afford another year or another 5 years of a setback because we don't have nothing to replace what we lost.
Yeah, that's what you can't do. You can't, like I said, edge position this year. Is they got a couple of players. I was going through, um, the top prospects and stuff like that. There's a couple of really good players at edge rusher, in this draft that if we do trade Highsmith, go get you a depth piece later on in the draft. Like go get you somebody in the third, fourth round because we got three fourth round picks,
Yeah.
and so um I mean we got to think like that. I think if we are going to trade Highsmith, you don't let him go for nothing. He has to be a set. You have to get a second round pick for him out the gate. That's where we start at. We start out there in
Definitely.
multiple late round picks. Then we can have a conversation. If we're not doing that,
Then you
then
keep
we
them
don't need
right
to
here.
talk. Yeah, we don't even need to talk. Hang the phone up. Don't even answer. Block whoever called. Like, I'm serious. Because at the end of the day, we're trying to progress forward. There's no going to be no fleecing at this draft. You're not going to fleece us. If anything, we'll fleece you. If anything, because I'm telling you right now, one thing I know about Omar Khan, he is going to catch one of these teams slipping.
Oh,
One of
yeah.
these teams is going to be slipping, and what's going to end up
Do you
happening?
think that he will possibly make a trade with the Rams? Because the Rams got two first rounds.
You know what? That's not a bad partner at all. That's not a bad partner at all. It's one of those things where, hmm, that actually would be a pretty good piece for them too. It depends on what because the Rams they need everything on defense. So they got their cornerback situation figured out, which is a good thing for them. But I do think they could add a rusher to that front. They could. The only thing about them, the only difference is they run a 4-3. We run a 3-4. That's the only difference. But you can adjust. You can adjust. You can adjust. You're a great player. You'll be able to make the adjustment and do what you got to do. Um, and that's another thing. Our defense is going to change this year. I heard. That's what I was hearing. Our defense is
Yeah,
not going to be traditional what we've been
three
running
four. We're
for.
gonna be running a 4-3, which is a
Yes,
defense I feel like we should have been
we
running
should
the
have been
entire time, and that's
should
what
have been
made while our defense was one of the most talented, it made it one of the most behind defenses
Yes.
because and this was just the team overall. Like we was just not keeping up with the league. It was
No.
at one point that the league is like passing the Pittsburgh Steelers,
Yeah.
and the Steelers used to be the measuring stick, and they turned to arguably one of the stepping stones because of their inabilities to adapt the time. So
Adapt to
that's
time.
why
Yes.
we were so picky with who we wanted as the next coach. So
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that Mike McCarthy and his staff that he handily picked
Yes. This is all him.
can get us back up to date.
Yes. Yeah, he has to. He can't be stale. We got that stale crap that happened when he was in Dallas. We can't have that here. You can't be
Right.
stale. You cannot.
Because
You
unlike
cannot.
that Super Bowl winning fan base, we will run your AI out of this city.
Yes, we
We do
will.
not care if you're from here. You will
Yes, we
have to
don't care
find a
about
new
that.
location.
Yes, we'll push you in the river. We don't care. We're just telling you. Like
The
Steeler fans
biggest
are
one.
ruthless. Yes, Steeler fans are ruthless. We will run you out of town. So that stale stuff don't work here. It does not work here. Shout out to our viewers in the comment section. Marcus Mack, shout out to you, man. Shout out to Wegs. We doing a mock draft later on PCS in later about 8 o'clock. Y'all tune into that too, for sure. But yeah, shout out to the comment section, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Appreciate y'all. Um, but yeah, back into the Steelers stuff, man. It's exciting though, man. We really got a draft in Pittsburgh. Like I don't think people realize how big that is for us around here. We never get this kind of stuff happening here. We've been crying to try to get the Super Bowl here ever since it went to New York. We knew it was never going to happen, but we wanted that. But at the end of the day, we got a draft here. Um, it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a real fun time. Of course, you know, co-host is going down there, and it's going to be an amazing time for her. I'm going to be on the network streaming live,
Doing content, interviewing
doing content.
fans,
Yes,
hearing what you have to say.
there you go.
So yeah, just be ready.
That's what I said. Yeah, so that's what I was telling. I was talking to somebody earlier. I was like, "Listen, we got it covered. She's on the ground getting interviews and everything like that, and I am going to be on the network live streaming and holding it down in the content space and everything like that. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. But yeah, man, the Steelers, man, they're being very sneaky. I don't know if I like it though. I don't know if I like that that sneaky. I don't know, man. I don't know. I got a feeling something big is gonna happen, and we're gonna all be like, "Oh my gosh!" I can feel an OMG moment on the way. I can. I can see it, man. Either we gonna move up in the draft, or we gonna draft somebody that's gonna make the fans lose their minds. And remember, we are in Pittsburgh. They're a little different up there. They overly care about their football. So if the fans
Yeah,
get
it's a
rolling,
football town.
yes, it's a
Even
football.
with the hockey,
Yes,
even with the Penguins doing well in hockey,
yep,
this is the perfect time for you to find out whether Pittsburgh is really the football town they say they are. They
yep,
are.
they are.
Because the Pens are in the playoffs with their big three, and yet the draft is still the talk of the city.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Penguins literally in the playoffs right now. They just lost again. They lost both of their home games, so they're down 2-0. But
Yeah.
but the talk has always been the draft. Like we've been talking about this draft in football this whole time, and everybody's waiting and anticipating and seeing what's going to happen. And it got me really 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 excited because just that the unknown is like wow, okay, all right. You start looking at the picks dwindle down. You start seeing the Steelers name pop up on the little board right there. Like, okay, they pick next. I wonder where they gonna go. Now I ain't gonna lie, the last couple of first round picks I've been in the middle with them. In the middle with them. The Broderick one made sense to me. It did. It did. The Kenny Pickett one, I'm gonna be honest. I liked Kenny Pickett once I
Coming
sat
out.
I liked him coming out of college, but I didn't necessarily want us to draft him. I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I had a different reaction when we drafted him. I did, but
I
then I said, you
mean,
know what? Let me get behind him. Let's give him a chance.
yeah, about the Kenny pick. He did prove that he has some type of belief in him.
Correct.
Throughout, but I just think what happened was that he just he lost himself a little bit.
He did.
I
He
feel.
did.
I feel like he lost himself a little bit
Yeah.
because I don't know whether it was the injuries or whether it was the coaching in Pittsburgh. I don't know.
Yeah.
But something in that water just was not mixing with Kenny. And I just think that overall it was the poor coaching.
Hmm.
And I'm not just looking at Tomlin. I'm looking at the offensive coordinator. I'm looking at the offensive line coach. I'm looking at the inconsistent changes.
Yeah.
It's a lot for a developing project, but
Yeah.
honestly, if you can believe in Kenny Pickett, you can believe in Will Howard, and that's where I'm leaving that.
Yes. Correct. I agree. If this town can get behind Kenny Pickett, this town can get behind Will Howard. Like, listen, you have to see what you have. I just think us avoiding what we have is crazy. You have to be you have to figure out a way to get stability at that position. It's very important, y'all. I don't understand why we're so old school. We think defense is gonna always do. That's not how this league works anymore. This is not the 70s. You have to have a guy, a consistent guy at quarterback. You have to have him. And he got to be young. He can't be this old, wily vet. He can't be that no more. I'm tired of us being a retirement home for quarterbacks.
That
Quarterbacks
part.
come here to retire.
Only one quarterback should have been retired from here, and that's number 7.
Hello. That's what I'm saying. It seems like quarterbacks come here, they mess their careers up, and they get lost in the shuffle now. Look at Justin Fields. Look at Russell Wilson. These guys are
That guy
lost in
was
the
treated
shuffle.
unfair.
Oh,
Justin
I
Fields was
always
treated
said he
unfair.
was. I always said that he was. I always said that he was. I always thought that there's why would we go backwards to Russell Wilson when we can move forward with a younger guy? I never understood that. I never understood that part about us for real. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I
Okay, we
just
got. Oh, go ahead.
I just didn't understand with that situation. What could Russell Wilson really do that much better than Justin Fields? I
Nothing.
mean, you was a better passer and all, but that was pretty much it. But there was a lot of plays like that slide for that touchdown that Russell Wilson missed out
Uh,
on, and he fumbled. If that was Justin Fields, that would have
it's
been
a
a
touchdown.
touchdown.
It's a touchdown. Yeah. Or
So it's like
it's a
there was
slide.
things that Russell Wilson can do that Justin Fields cannot do, but there was also some things that you need in this league nowadays that Justin Fields can do that Russell Wilson could not do.
Yeah. So we got a question in the chat from Wegs. He said right here, does the current personnel does it fit Big Mike's offense like Howard? I You want to take this question first? Or you want me to go first?
You can go.
Gotcha. So yes, the current personnel that we have right now fits exactly what Mike McCarthy wants in his offense. He wants two receivers, deep ball receivers. He wants a quick, speedy slot guy like a Cole Beasley, like he had. You understand what I'm saying? Um, he needs that in the offense. And then Will Howard is a bigger prototype quarterback. He has all the measurables. If you look at him, he's 6'4", 240. He's a carbon copy dang near of Josh Allen and Ben Roethlisberger. So a bigger quarterback has always worked out for Mike McCarthy's offense. So I definitely think that the offense that we currently have, it fits his system, it fits Will Howard, and we got multiple running backs, which has always been Mike McCarthy's offense, even going back to his Green Bay days. He never rolled with just one guy, ever. And we have Rico Dotto, who was his last running back when he was in Dallas, who had over 1,000 yards. We got Jalen Warren. You see what I'm saying? So we got everything you need. We got two, and then the tight ends. Look at the tight ends that Mike McCarthy had in Dallas. This ain't this. We got the same thing. So you don't have to worry about that. And what I'm hearing is Darnell Washington lose some weight. So what that letting me know is they gonna use him for real.
For
That's
real,
gonna be
for real.
weapon X. So best believe we have the personnel. It's literally locking in on the quarterback position and sticking with the guy. Go ahead and let Howard do what you got to do.
Right. I mean, you just took the words out my mouth. I think Mike McCarthy is while trying to keep updated with this league, he's also trying to bring back personnel that the Steelers been missing for years. That
Yes,
one back two back punch consistently in the run game, which benefits a lot the Steelers because our run game was last year to me was the best that we have seen in the past 5 years solid, right? So
yeah,
when you have more than one running back, it not only does it limit injuries, it also expands versatility within your offense because it tires down opposing defenses while in the same process it also gives your running backs enough time to keep their energy, stay in shape, things like that for the games.
yes, I agree. Like I said, I like the personnel that we got. I think we're going to add more to it. I don't think this is the final product that we have. I think we're going to add some young talent to this offense and keep it pushing. We have another comment in the comment section from Matthew Wilson. He said that from a person who covers the Jets, the Steelers definitely should have stuck with Justin Fields at least another season, then benching him for Rush changed the trajectory of his career. The Jets were all around awful, and they were a bad situation for him. I feel bad for Justin Fields.
Agree.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that statement's spot on. We were just talking about that. I
Yeah.
agree with
And
that
that's
one.
what people get. And people trying to
Yeah,
be like, oh, well, he went to the Jets and looked at it played out for him. The same way it played out for Aaron Rodgers.
yeah, same way.
Straight garbage. Garbage organization,
Correct,
garbage production.
correct,
End of story.
correct. Yeah, I mean, to me, I mean, the Jets are a dumpster fire. That's a dumpster fire for sure. You're just watching them. You're watching them, and they're just bad. You have the owner coming out talking about the quarterback being bad. Are you crazy? The quarterback being bad. Look at your roster, man. Look at the guys that you paid. You write the checks. You cut the checks. Look at the guys that you paid. They're bad too. It ain't just Justin Fields. The situation's bad, and I just think, like I said, um, him going to Kansas City actually is probably going to be a good thing for him, as Wegs in the comments section said. I think Kansas City for Justin Fields is going to be good for him for his career. It gives him something. It's a restart, and it's somebody like an Andy Reid who can teach him the game, man. Slow it down, for him. So shout out to Justin Fields. Shout out to actually Mike Tomlin. He is joining the NBC Sunday Night Football crew, like we knew he was when he left us. We all knew Mike Tomlin was going to be a NBC analyst. That was kind of on the horizon. We kind of seen that coming, man. Shout out to Mike Tomlin, for sure. I'm happy for him that he's doing something that he want to do, and he's gonna bring his knowledge of the game and his Tomlinisms to TV, man. And I'm excited for that now. Definitely gonna be tuning in and watching that for sure, for sure.
Definitely. And
Yeah,
the
man.
thing about it is that Mike Tomlin has a personality that we've been missing on TV for years. And I'm
Correct.
glad that he found his other love for the game of football to a point that he's investing to it and showing another side of him within this opportunity that many of us in Steeler Nation have not seen. So
Yeah.
we've been seeing from a distance how happy he is, how he relieved he is. Not only that, but he gets more time with his family, which he has
Yes.
not gotten in nearly 20 years. So you know what,
Yes.
Mike T?
Shouts out to
I
you.
stand on what I say about it was time for him to, him and the Steelers to part ways. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say fire him, but I would say it's time for him and the Steelers to part ways. But I'm just glad that he's getting now this opportunity to show the world what he has and what he genuinely knew as a coach and what
Hmm.
he knew as a football player during his time playing.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a question for you. Have you settled in on a particular player at that 21st pick that you've fell in love with or like a lot? Is there?
Carnell Tate from Ohio State. I thought we already established this.
There we go. There we go.
Or I can go
Is
with
there a
Caleb
set on
as a
that?
safety.
You said which one?
Or Caleb as a safety.
Okay. Okay. So you think we could go say? I think safety is a possibility in this first round. I do, especially if he's available at that. Like if he's available at 21, that's a value pick. That's a value pick. I mean, you get somebody like Caleb Downs at 21. I don't know how you pass it up. I don't. Even if there's a receiver there that you like, I don't know how you pass up that kind of talent. It's gonna be tough. I do. I think it's gonna be tough. But the player that I would say that I've looked at some film, and I'm the more and more that we close to the draft, if he's there, I think we should take him. His name is Jordan Tyson, Arizona State receiver,
Yeah.
big
I've
body.
been
Yes,
that's a
yes,
good pick.
it is. I think it's a really good pick because he's lanky, tall, like Michael Pittman, but he got extra wiggle in the slot, and he can play slot. So that's the dangerous part. He go outside, he can go inside, and we need a versatile player like that. And he can go get it, and he's good after the catch. And so that those type of things will definitely help. Will definitely help, for sure. And oh, we got another comment in the comment section. Weg said, "What about the Toledo safety? Who because Caleb he said Caleb Downs ain't gonna be there at 21. I agree. I agree. But the safety that he's talking about from Toledo, I actually was looking him up. Emmanuel McNeil Warren. He was a guy that I was looking at because I was like, let me look at some other safeties. Um, he's a dog. I actually looked at some stuff. He's 6'4", 202. He's big, like I ain't gonna compare him to Shante, but he's a bigger safety like that. You see what I'm saying? Brings
Yeah.
some physicality to that back end. I mean, if 6'4", 202 running down the line and he running directly at you, you gonna get out the way. Or you
I
just gonna lay
mean,
down. He's a big boy.
look, the way I see it about this draft, as long as they go a position need with
Need.
that
I'm cool.
21st overall pick and it makes sense, I'm content.
Yeah, I'm cool with
Like, I think the offensive line, they should go with the second round pick if they're not going to go safety. But
yeah.
safety and wide receiver should be the top two.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm gonna stand on that because first of all, I say safety just in case Deshaun Elliott isn't back in time.
Yeah.
Um, as well as in the process, Jalen Ramsey's getting older, and we need some of the best to coach up these young guys, and we
Yeah.
want them around.
Yes.
And not only that, but he needs someone to play with this season until Deshaun gets back, and then we could possibly have a safety trio. So that's why I say safety, but wide receiver, we would love the same thing for DK and Michael Pittman.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I think which will open up the opportunities more for Darnell and Pat Fryermuth, along with the running backs to get involved in the passing game. So when you see all of that, it's like, yeah, it's clear as day where they should go, but where they're going to go, it might be
We don't
offensive
know.
line because the Broderick
Yeah.
Jones situation. So
Yeah.
if it's one of those three, if it's offensive line, be like, you should have waited to the second round, but I could
Yeah.
definitely see that. But the cool part about this year is that there is more than enough talent within the safety and the wide receiver position for them to take one within the top two. But there's no way that with your top two picks, you ain't getting one or the other or even both.
Yeah. I think I ain't gonna lie. I do think it should go in a similar fashion, either receiver, safety, receiver. Um, but you have to. This Broderick situation really just pops up, and it does change things. It changes things on the draft board. If certain players, I believe, that are there at 21, that the Steelers love at the tackle position, they're gonna probably go tackle. They're probably gonna go tackle. There's this one player from Tennessee that I was looking at earlier that played tackle. He's really good, but that's kind of high to take a tackle in this class. This is not like the greatest class of all time at tackles. You feel what I'm saying? They're deep, but they're not like it's not like a oh yeah man you can get this one, and this one in this draft. It's like no, it's not that kind of draft at tackle. But I think we're gonna go receiver. If I had to lock in and say push the money to the middle of the table, what's your best bet? I do think we go receiver. I'm telling you, I really do like that kid I just told you about from Arizona State, man.
We
Jordan Tucker.
should.
Man.
We should because it's starting to be a more pass happy league,
Yes,
and we need pass happy players. So
yes,
definitely wide receiver.
weapons.
Safety or offensive line number two, but whatever you don't get number two, you should definitely get number three.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. I definitely think it's in that order though. It's in that order. That's the three top positions of need. If we go anywhere outside of that, Ty Simpson, I will. I'm telling you, I'm probably gonna. I'm gonna lose it at that point. I'm gonna lose it at that point, and I know I'm gonna be live streaming on Prime Coverage Sports Network that day. But as a fan, I'm going to lose it if we draft a quarterback in the first round. I'm just going to put that out there so that
And
everybody
I'm
that's
gonna
going to
be
be
right
watching
there,
the
so you
live
know I'm gonna
stream,
lose it.
you know it, and it's going to be. I don't want it to get bad for y'all downtown. Everybody, y'all don't understand how we are about our sports. You're going to find out if they draft Ty Simpson. I promise you, you're going to find out what Pittsburgh is all about. You're going to find out. It's We don't play about our Steelers. And when they do
Right.
stupid stuff, we let them know about how stupid it is. Yeah, yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. We gonna let them know how dumb it is. But I'm telling you, man, this is an exciting time, man. So, we're gearing up for it now, preparing ourselves, mentally, physically, for this, man. It's gonna be a great week of football, and it's very exciting because it's here and everything, and all the fans get to experience it. Um, my co-host going down there get to experience it, being in that atmosphere. It's just gonna be electric. I know it's gonna be electric. Um, but yeah, man, I'm just ready. I'm just ready. I'm just ready. I want to see who we gonna roll with. I want to see what's the new young talent that's gonna be brought in to help lead us into the future. And I'm just hoping with these 12 picks that we get them right. Just get them right. You got more than enough picks to help this team out this year.
That
Just
part.
get the picks right.
That
Don't
part.
fumble this. Don't fumble this. When the last time the Steelers had 12 picks in the draft? I can't remember the last time we had 12 picks in the draft. I
It's been a
can't.
while. It,
It's
it hasn't been in the
yeah,
past 25 years.
that's
That
what
I
I'm
can tell you.
saying. It's been a very long time. Don't mess these picks up. Don't just pick the pick. Sometimes teams just be picking the pick. Let's not be one of those teams that just pick the pick. Let's pick somebody that's going to legit help now and future. A lot of these guys coming out of college, a lot of them be ready now. The NFL hold them back. A lot of them kids be ready now, but y'all stop their trajectory. Let's get somebody that can help us now and in the future. And the Patrick Queen situation, I think, is coming to a head because it sounds like Dallas is really pushing to try to get Patrick Queen. That could be a draft day trade right there. So stay tuned for that stuff there. The draft day trades. Be very aware of that because it seems like Patrick Queen and the organization are not on the same page right now.
Mm.
It seems like something is going on.
No,
Uh,
brother.
so we're gonna see, but that's why I think the Steelers line, like going linebacker, not first round though, but going middle linebacker early, because it's a possibility to replace. I can see something like that happening for sure. I definitely can see that because you're gonna have to replace Patrick Queen. You can't just hey, let's move the next guy in. No, no, no. You got to replace him. You're gonna have to figure
Yeah.
that out. Maybe you get another third round pick and you put it together to get back in the second round to go get somebody. Maybe you already got three, fourth, third round picks. You trading Queen, get a third round pick for him too, and try to move up. So I think the Steelers got a lot of options on the table. I do think so. Um, but yeah, what do you have planned for your festivities for, just going down there? When are you going?
So I'm gonna be down there the day of the draft. I'm gonna see if I
Okay.
could get down there that Friday,
Okay.
possibly this Saturday. But I'm definitely trying to do a 1 day drafting where I walk around, I interview fans from certain teams, see where their mindset is at, who they should pick with the
Mhm.
overall number one overall pick, or with their first round picks, etc. Some fans ain't gonna experience that because their teams don't have one.
Yeah.
So looking to see what everybody thinks, and not only that, but ask what they think of the city. It's going to be a real exciting event. Hopefully, connect with other media personalities, probably do a little content with them,
Yeah.
things of that nature. Just overall, just create this new thing with this new sports topic that I have going out that I'm also going to be going further with, which I'm definitely announcing sometime tonight as I am still working with it along with my podcast show, The Shay Max Show. So it's going to be a little collaboration between those things and going from there.
Okay. That sounds exciting. That sounds real exciting. That sounds real exciting. Yeah. So I will definitely be live streaming all 3 days of the draft. So yeah, I'm locked in from Thursday to Saturday. Um, so yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited about you know just content, man, creating that, getting people to join, new people to come in on the live stream, and getting new subscribers to the page, get them understanding that the Renegade Rundown podcast we always here, even through the slow months of the season and everything like that. We always have Steeler news. We always make sure to have Steeler news, man. That's why them being quiet. We don't need no more quietness after this draft.
That
Keep
part.
the hype going. Keep the hype train going. So, yeah, that's my plans for the draft. I think we're gonna. It's gonna be a great event, man. It's gonna be real good.
I'm
Uh,
definitely looking forward to it. I'm actually excited.
yeah, for sure. Did you have any closing thoughts before we get out of here, though?
Other than tune in to the Shay Max Show, if you're not going to tune into the Renegade Rundown, you hear your girl Shay talking sports weekly as I bring on some of the best in sports media and actually have some thoughts with you that I am going to message you after the show regarding this show. But
Okay.
other than that, before I sign off, do you have any thoughts, Kenny?
Well, yeah. Tune in about an hour. I will be live on this network, Prime Cover Sports Network, on the Lockdown podcast, doing a official mock draft. I will be representing different teams like I'm their GM and giving my pick for them. So I've been working on this. It's going to be official. So definitely tune into that. Stay locked in on the Renegade Rundown podcast on Tuesdays, man. Uh, we're we ready, man. We're excited. Shouts out to everybody that came to Pittsburgh for the draft. Shouts out to Steeler fans that are here for the draft. And we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, man. Let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. All right, we signing off.
Yep, that this is your host Shay. Like we said, you can tune into my guy Kenny at 7 p.m. as he will give you the mic drop on his mock drafts. And you can tune in to watch me on the Shay Max show. And if you're in Pittsburgh for the NFL draft, don't be afraid to say what's up as I will be around interviewing fans and doing content and things of that nature. But this is your host Shay and your host Kenny. And this has been the Renegade Rundown on Prime Sports Coverage Network as we sign out.
Peace.
Yeah, hey, drop.
Prime Coverage Sports Network. Real coverage, real conversation.